Now, in just about a month, Kern and Tulare voters may vote in yet another election. This special election is to fill the 32nd Assembly District seat. It has been in the works since former House Speaker Kevin McCarthy resigned over a year ago, leading then Assemblyman Vince Fong to replace McCarthy and vacate his Assembly seat. Continuing her coverage, our Jenny Ha has a profile now of two more candidates set to be on the ballot.
I understand that I am running to be a lawmaker. I would love to be more of a law destroyer.
William Brown, a clinical social worker, is the only Tulare County candidate thus far. The 43-year-old from Florida is a libertarian, but says he has been both Republican and Democrat. He's lived in Visalia since 2018.
And I come to the view that every election we do the same thing over and over again. We look between a choice of two choices.
Brown says this isn't the Matrix. Voters don't have to choose between a red or blue pill.
We need to have more of our individual liberties more present so that we're not allowing the state in itself to be in a position to where it controls our dollars.
Overtaxation, Brown says, is his biggest concern.
The taxation dollars that we'd be saving can be back in the community, because I believe that the people have the best interest and will spend their money in a much better way than actually our government will.
The candidate suggests no income tax on overtime or on our heroes like law enforcement, healthcare providers, and educators.
Given that, William, I'm curious, where do you draw that line between what is government overreach and what in fact is necessary government involvement, like creating law and order in our society, for example?
Certainly. You know, in terms of the law and order, sure, we need the government to be there to protect our individual liberties. But in actuality, that's really the only purpose of our government.
Holly Willoughby, who would say only she's in her early 50s, is a Republican. Willoughby joined 17 News with her partner in crime, Jack.
So as much as he's cute and fluffy and I look like, just a regular little old lady, I'm actually a ball of fire.
From Detroit, Michigan, Willoughby says she moved to Frazier Park about 5 years ago. Willoughby, who taught college criminal justice and psychology, was just elected to the El Cajon Unified School District Board.
We have to be able to get our government back to the people, and that is what I intend to do.
The Assemblymember hopeful says her priority is passing a crime bill, which she says will
bring the power back to the people by allowing the people to file their own criminal charges under certain circumstances.
Willoughby criticized leaders, especially Sheriff Donnie Youngblood and District Attorney Cynthia Zimmer, for not assisting her and her neighbors rid their area of a registered sex offender despite evidence.
If elected, these are the very people, at least here in Kern County, you are going to have to work with and interact with on a frequent basis. How do you, I'm just curious how you plan to do that, because you did have some hard-hitting
I plan to hold them accountable. You're not going to lie to my face. I'm going to call you out.
The AD-32 primary election is on February 25th. Vote-by-mail ballots will arrive throughout next week. Potential write-in candidates have until Tuesday, February 11th to file. You can find the full interviews with all four candidates on our website, kget.com. Jenny Ha, 17 News.